Accordance Bible Software presents the Scholars Collections, designed for those who work with the Bible's original Hebrew and Greek texts. This demo assumes a working knowledge of those languages and that you're already familiar with the use of accordance with English texts covered in our normal demo. Adding a grammatically tagged text to accordance is like turbocharging its search engine. Every Scholars Collection includes at least two: the 4th edition of Biblia Hebraica Stuttgartensia, the Hebrew Bible, and the 27th edition of Nestle Allen's Novum Testamentum Graece, the Greek New Testament. Think Accordance's search by word, phrase, and verse capabilities are impressive? Wait till you see it find roots, lemmas, and inflected forms, or specific grammatical constructions in Hebrew and Greek. You'll soon realize why Accordance is the scholarly standard for biblical research. Let's open our Hebrew text and search for all the occurrences of the Hebrew kaseh, throne. For those of you whose Hebrew may be a little rusty, we'll also open both a KJV tagged with Strong's numbers and the Greek Septuagint in parallel panes. We can review the words used throughout the Hebrew Bible by calling up an analysis graph. Notice that the word appears seldom during the Israelite tribal confederacy, but very frequently during its transition to a monarchy. It also appears to have been a favorite metaphor of the psalmist. We can make our search very specific by using Accordance's drag-and-drop construct search. Let's confine our investigation to those verses in which kaseh and the Hebrew word shapat, to judge, occur. In fact, let's confine our search to all the places in which they occur within 5 words of each other. We'll even specify that kaseh must have a masculine, third-person singular suffix. Now, let's narrow our study to just one of these passages, Psalm 9, by clicking the Context button. See how Accordance parses each Hebrew word on the fly in the Instant Details box? The translation of each word is also simultaneously highlighted in the KJV. Want to parse the entire psalm? Don't worry. The days when that task would take an entire evening are long gone. Accordance will produce a handout suitable for your students, your congregation, or your professor in seconds. The psalmist makes great use of alliteration in the opening lines. We can illustrate that visually for even the non-specialist by using Accordance's diagramming function. Notice how it color codes the different parts of speech to help with our initial analysis. It also allows us to change colors based on our own interpretation. Triple-clicking kaseh automatically looks it up in our favorite lexicon. I've got my preferences set to the Theological Word Book of the Old Testament, one of 2 lexicons included with the Scholar's Standard and Premier collections. Let's continue to explore the relationship between throne and judge by shifting to the Greek New Testament. This time I'll add the NASB, a translation preferred by many New Testament scholars, and a Latin Vulgate for our Catholic scholars. Thronos is the Greek word for throne. Once I search for it, I can quickly analyze its frequency and distribution with a bar chart. It's not surprising that it appears most often in the Apocalypse. I can also find all the words in the New Testament sharing the root krino, to judge, and sort them by frequency in an analysis list. If I limit my search to the lexical form of krino, I can then use an analysis graph to sort the hits by tense. And yes, Accordance's parse command works with non-contiguous passages. I am particularly interested in paragraphs containing both of these words. If I select the Gospel's passages, I can amplify to Accordance's parallel text to compare their pericopes. Intrigued by the appearance of diakonos, servant, in this context, Matthew 20:26, I think this is a good place to show the power of simultaneously searching all the Greek tools in the Scholar's Standard collection. If that's not enough information, one can always purchase TDNT and the NIDNTT modules later. If I've decided instead to invest in exegetical commentaries, I can even search the NIGNT series, Word Biblical Commentary, and Hermeneia for every place they reference Matthew 20:26. Or just open all 3 and let them scroll along with my text. Time doesn't permit us to discuss the more complex grammatically tagged searches, nor Accordance's unique fuzzy and infer searches for exploring intertextuality. trust us, not only will Accordance meet your current needs, but give you new ways to locate and exegete any biblical passage with unprecedented speed and efficiency. Whatever your academic area of expertise, we have the texts and tools you need to achieve excellence. Once you've experienced the power of Accordance, you'll want to shift your book budget to purchase additional modules, and Accordance's power will increase exponentially with each additional resource. Imagine regularly including the Dead Sea Scrolls and the Targums in your searches, or the Apostolic Fathers and the Vulgate. Add the 6-volume Anchor Yale Bible Dictionary and instantly find the 54 places it cites Psalm 9. Or use Accordance's Search All feature to search your entire library for any verse, phrase, or word. What once took hours in the library can now be done in seconds at your local coffee shop. It's like having your very own personal research assistant. Those who teach will be delighted by Accordance's slideshow mode and its graphic add-ons like maps, timelines, and photos, including Barr's 10 full sets of slides, all now digitized and available here for purchase. So, which Scholars Collection is right for you? Budget-conscious students will want to consider the Scholars Introductory level. At $149, it includes the 2 tagged original language texts, some basic tools, 1 modern English translation of your choice, and, of course, the Accordance search engine itself. Those committed to the study of the original language texts will probably want to upgrade to the Scholars Standard. For only $100 more, it offers 7 additional original language resources, plus another modern Bible translation. Finally, Scholars Premier at $349 is the best value of all. It adds the ability to work with the Septuagint, including its tagged Greek text and an English translation. It also includes an additional grammar and a lexicon for both Hebrew and Greek. For help in making your selection, contact us today. AccordanceBible.com. Phone us at 877-339-5855. Accordance, the scholarly standard for biblical research.